Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Ryan.
And I'm April.
And in this video, we are making our way from HatYai over to Ao Nang in Krabi province of Thailand. We hopped a shuttle from HatYai about midday and got ourselves to Ao Nang just after sunset. And with the transfer that we had rigged up, we actually got dropped off right in front of our hostel, which was pretty nice. So a little bit of driving footage here as we're kind of cruising through the area of Thailand between HatYai and Ao Nang. It was, relatively scenic cruise. The shuttle was a little bit cramped, but we got a little midway stop at this rest stop here to kind of get out, stretch our legs, and grab a little bit of snack. And I'll let past Ryan take it from there. Oh, so we hit the halfway stop, and they pull into this little rest stop, bus stop thing. It's got some food to grab, so we just got a couple of cold aloe vera peach drinks and sweet peanut curry pocket thing. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty sure it's just like mashed potato mixed with peanut. It's great. Got a bad view from the smoking area. This is just behind the rest stop, and this is a little more restful than sitting and huffing the bus exhaust. Excuse me. Just walked back to find the bathroom and found this little chill zone here. And after about a 30-minute break, we were back into the shuttle and heading towards Krabi. If you're actually staying in Ao Nang rather than Krabi, make sure that when you book the shuttle, you get the Ao Nang transfer added onto your booking, or you're just going to be stuck looking for a taxi at the Krabi bus station, which is probably going to cost you a little bit more than just adding that transfer on right away. And if you got extra bags, make sure to book an extra seat because the shuttle is cramped. Alright, so when we booked our shuttle, it said on the thing that it was a Ao Nang transfer, which I guess means that they take us to Krabi town, then they're going to transfer us over to Ao Nang. So we're just waiting on a taxi to get us the rest of the way. Hit up the currency house to get some real money, none of our Canadian funny money, and we should be at the hostel just in time to watch some sunset. Alright, so we just stopped here. I'm not too sure what's going on. Maybe we're picking up more people, or we're moving to that van. Nobody's really told us yet. We just stopped. We have arrived. I'm just checking into one of the most unique hostels we've ever checked out before. It's not bunk beds, folks. It's just little, bed shacks. Everybody's got their own neat little bed zone here, a little light in the corner, a little power outlet there, and even your own cute little fan to try and keep you cool. Got AC pumping in here, though, so that's all right. April and I have these two beds. We've got a few other beds down here. It's quite dark because there's not really a lot of lights, so hopefully we'll get a better video tomorrow morning. And we got street level view from our balcony here, which looks right across to the beach. Check that out tomorrow as well. Alright, now we're in Mexico. What a trip. And after our first meal in Ao Nang, which was nothing Thai at all, a taco salad, we hit the streets to enjoy the nightlife, which, if you didn't already know, includes legal cannabis and half decent beer. So, thanks to the magic of the internet, I was able to find somebody online right here in Ao Nang selling a second-hand guitar for only $50 Canadian. So I'm going to leave a little bit of cash at the front desk. They're going to drop it off tomorrow while April and I are out seeing Railay Beach. And when we get back, there should be a nice shiny guitar waiting for me so I can jam on the beach. And we'll go drop this off with the trustworthy people at the front desk. And Mr. Chris is going to drop on by with the guitar. I might not be here when he comes with it, but if I am, we'll get to meet him and say hello and lift a little gift in there as well as the money. just a sticker for the band, Nautical Disaster. It's my band back home in Canada, and that's why I'm just itching to keep music in my life while I'm here on the road. So thanks very much, Chris, for this new guitar. I'll let you know how she works out. Good morning, Ao Nang. So this is our first full day in Ao Nang. We woke up just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to boogie on over to Railay Beach. Best way to do it is, get over there first thing in the morning before the crowds, because it is a pretty popular place to check out in the area for good reason, because it is just gorgeous. So you can't really make a reservation. The longtails just kind of go back and forth all day long, but they wait until they have a boat with at least 8 people, so we just kind of sat on this bench for about 20 minutes waiting for a few more tourists to show up before we had enough people to fill up a boat. And I think we were over to the beach before 9 a.m. So it was a pretty chill morning. Grabbed some breakfast from the 7-Eleven and a nice little boat tour over to Railay. Great way to spend a morning for sure. Don't do it in the afternoon, it's just way too hot and way too crowded.
We're here, Railay Beach. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, I guess technically we're at Penang Beach. Railay was where they dropped us off on the longtail boats. So we got there nice and early as we could. Ticket counter opens at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then you just sit around and wait for 8 people to show up and fill the boat. So we left the shore by around 8:30, I guess.
Probably about 8:30. Yeah, she said it gets busy around 9, so... Yeah.
Got here to our towels by 9:30, into the ocean by about 9:45. Been a fantastic day so far.
So the longtail boats do drop you off at Railay Beach, but that's not really the best spot to stay. It's pretty busy with a bunch of longtail boats all day. So check out the map and look for Penang Beach. That's where we headed to, and it was awesome. Alright, so we're chilling here at Penang Beach, and there's also Penang Cave. I'm sure you'll see that on the signs when you start coming over here. And if you've seen anybody else's YouTube videos, you probably know what's at one end of Penang Cave, or Penang Beach. And that, my friends, is the cock cave. Bunch of cocks. They're all apparently here praying for good fertility or safety at sea. All of the local fishermen apparently carved them and placed them in this cave. It's a shrine to an ancient princess, I believe. But what I find really funny is, like, this is a surge channel cave. Like, you know, in like a real stormy season or whatever, all these cocks, they're just gonna float out to sea. So there's gonna be like some point during the year when this whole bay is just awash with cocks. And I meant to bring a knife so I could carve my own little cock to put in the cock cave there, but forgot about that. So I don't know, I might just find some like phallic shaped pen or piece of stick or something and throw it in there. And might not get the best fertility blessings from that, but April and I don't really want to have kids anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, welcome to the cock cave. What do you think of the cock cave, April?
Oh, you are videoing me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't really taken a look yet because we've been in the way lately. Take a couple of pictures.
Nice, we've got an offering table here. Offerings of delicious Fanta. Everybody likes Fanta, including the gods. And I really like this one over here. It's just like, kind of looks like something Rambo would wear, you know, if he had like shotgun shells that were shaped like dicks.
That's funny.
Oh yeah. And April stood alone for an uncomfortable amount of time, staring at all the cocks in the cave until some children asked her if she needed help. And we took a few more cock shots to send to our friends and relatives and went on our merry way. And this is the spot where they take you to do a little bit of rock climbing here on Railay Beach. Heading up this limestone cliff. It's probably just about that far. It seems to be as far as everybody's going, and back on down. Definitely a unique place to do a little bit of rock climbing and bouldering if that's your jam. It's right behind us. Yeah. Look at that. But I guess you're not really looking down when you're climbing up the rocks. Very brave people. Oh, this is the walking path that connects Franang Beach over to the other side of the Railay Beach touristy zone. Some beautiful like stalagmite and stalactite growths off the limestones on the edge of the trail here, and there's some tiny caves off inside there that you can kind of go in and poke around about. Nothing really too exciting to see, but they were kind of neat to walk in. They don't go too far, and I'm not really sure if you're supposed to go inside of them, so don't quote me on that. But we found a couple of cool shrines tucked away in the rocks as well, which are kind of neat to see. And you'll honestly see shrines pretty much everywhere that you go in Thailand. We kind of just started calling them geocaches. We saw them so often. This is us just caving, poking around in one of the little side tunnels off of the main trail. And then I sing a couple of bars of one of my favorite songs inside of this cave here.
Sundown in the Paris of the prairies. Ooh. Wheat kings have all their treasures buried. All you hear are the monkeys wailing, trying to steal the bananas from tourists.
So we just emerged from behind a resort area, like now we're in this market. So we checked this out for a little bit. Lots of weed shops, lots of bars, lots of restaurants, and that's me. And I think I'm like pointing out a sign about mushroom brownies probably, because there's a lot of signs about mushroom brownies in the area, so it's very tempting. And now we're moving around and trying not to be, sucked into any places. Super hot. So yeah, and then I get distracted by chickens, so that happened. And yeah, like the market was like pretty busy, so we kind of like vacated it pretty fast and like hit the beach.
You better get out of here, chicken. They're gonna turn you into lunch soon. Fresh chicken pad thai at the Bamboo Bar tonight.
Not funny.
After a nice lunch over there at the Railay Beach Market Village thing, we walked around and checked out the place while we made that lady feel uncomfortable walking too closely behind her with this camera. But yeah, there's some nice markets, spots to get some souvenirs and some lunch and some drinks or some magic mushrooms and some joints, anything you want over at Railay Beach. Longtail boats will pick you up, same spot they dropped you off. You just got to keep that little coupon that you got when you made your reservation. Just kind of flash that to all the drivers that are on the beach, and they'll tell you which boat to go to that'll take you on back. They drop you off same spot they picked you up back over at the Ao Nang beachfront zone there. But yeah, it's a nice kind of waterfront tour there and back with some beautiful views of the huge limestone cliffs along the edge of the Krabi area here. So yeah, it's a really awesome day.
And that was Railay Beach. Spent the whole morning there. Got back here to Fiesta Hostel at around 2:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, around 2:30. Yeah, it's really like hot right now.
Yeah, this is the place to be. Under a little canopy, sipping on some cold Heinekens.
There's one other person at the pool, and otherwise it's just us.
Yeah.
So
Pretty quiet
got
space.
lucky for a little bit.
Yeah, pretty quiet in the afternoon. Last night it was packed. So we're just enjoying some chill siesta time at the Fiesta.
Everyone else is taking a nap, and we're just getting ready for the night because we're actually not in a van all day.
Yeah.
So we're gonna enjoy the whole day while we have it.
All in all, it was a really nice way to spend half a day here in the Krabi area, wandering around. Got a really nice lunch. Got a bit more sun.
Yeah, my legs are really sunburned. Oh, we saw some rock climbers.
Oh yeah, rock climbing on Railay Beach.
We saw the Dick Cave.
And the Dick Cave.
Yeah, so
the Cock Cave.
Lots of pictures of that.
Yeah, you're gonna see lots of cock shots on my Instagram in the next couple of weeks here.
It's totally normal though, so don't worry. All right.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, now plans for the afternoon consist of just avoiding the sun, staying cool, and waiting for my guitar to show up.
To play more music.
Yeah.
To make money.
Hopefully make some money jamming on the street.
Peace. You did a backwards one.
Oh, so that means war?
So for our first 2 nights in Ao Nang, we're staying at the Fiesta Hostel, which was right on the beachfront road in Ao Nang. A little bit busy in the neighborhood, but you got this awesome pool in the back that you can hang out in and beat the heat and escape the crowds for a bit. The hostel actually used to be a hotel, so really, really nice rooms and really, modern place. We got a little room tour coming up in a moment here. This was the guitar that I got. Found this on Facebook. Just bought secondhand off somebody on a local Facebook page, and then was able to sell it, I guess, third hand to somebody else just before we left. That's the view from our hostel balcony. Stunning. Just looking out at that when we wake up. And that's it's a long-tail boat there, just unloading some people, and I think it's Kopipi in the distance, one of those islands there. This is the bed that we were crashing in the hostel, and here I come with a tour.
What's going on, everybody? We are here at the Fiesta Hostel. It's right on the strip in Ao Nang. We're just going to have a quick look at one of the rooms here. It's kind of dark in here, but honestly, that's one of the things they're doing right here. It's a hostel room, but there's not a lot of accessible community lighting. So if somebody's getting up early or showing up late, you're not going to be blinded by the light that they turn on stumbling into the room at 2 a.m. Each bed is its own little, zone. It's got these little structures around them with these blackout shades. You can roll down the front. They all got lights inside. They all got their own fan inside. Everybody gets their own towel. You don't have to pay any extra for that. I got enough room on the side here to store a little bit of bags or stand and get changed. And we'll check out the little nightstand here. It's a really, really nice addition. So really thinking of everything for you. You got a plug right beside the bed. It's got a couple of USB outlets. It's got some spare plugs. Just plug some things in. You got a light switch on the side here, so you can read at night and just have it on kind of lightly. You can plug in a couple other lighting strips, and then down here they've got a light here. They got a little safe for you, and it's stuck right there to the nightstand. You can lock up your passport, lock up your money, whatever you want. Fits in there. Cell phone would fit in there too. And yeah, it's pretty great. Pretty good deal. I can't remember off the top of my head how much we paid for the bed, but I think it was somewhere around like 22 or 25 Canadian a piece. But I'll put the price right here in the middle once I look it up. And on top of all that good stuff, we got a balcony with an ocean view looking right over to the sunset. Gets a little bit loud at night, but just bring some earplugs. There's always going to be one snorer in the room anyway. But yeah, all of this for about $25 a night. And it's got a pool, and we get a little discount at their restaurant in the space here. Air conditioning, primo excellente. It's like an entirely different climate in here, which actually makes it possible to get a good night's sleep. And April's looking like she's ready to go to the elephant rave.
I'm protecting myself against mosquitoes, okay?
Awesome.
Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Today's travel video was brought to you in part by Snack Jack, Thailand's favorite green pea flavored snack. Yeah, that was our first day in Ao Nang, first full day essentially. Showed up late in the evening, had a wicked full day checking out Railay Beach, chilling at the pool, and then we headed off to the night market in Ao Nang, which was just about a 10 or 15 minute walk down the street from where our hostel was. Got a bunch of wicked meat on a stick, including some crocodile. Yes, absolutely, crocodile on a stick. Hit up a little bit of pad thai snack too, and mostly just kind of roamed the market, checked out a few souvenirs and stuff, and hung out with one of the dudes from our hostel, just poking around town. Fire shows go on pretty much every night on the beachfront in Ao Nang, weather dependent, I guess. But we saw like usually 3 of them every night on the beach, and they'll have them set up in front of a few different bars, restaurants, or whatever, so you can either pay for a seat in the restaurant and watch it from the bar with all the service, or you can do what we did and stand uncomfortably close to the spark show and try not to get set on fire. This guy was just intent on being as close as possible, but yeah, eventually it got a little too close for comfort and we bailed, ran over to the hookah bar down the road, enjoyed a little bit of shisha through the night, and played a little bit of pool, and they were cool enough to let us tuck a little bit of local ganja in the bowl while turning a blind eye to everything. Thanks again for watching our first day adventures in Ao Nang, folks. Stick around for the next video. We got a lot more to come.